Hello everyone!
So I'm currently working on a video right now, and not gonna lie, I don't think I can finish, at least not this week. On one hand, I wanted to upload consistently because upload schedule, but on another, I don't want to upload something when I know that I could have done better if I had more time. So instead of not uploading, I decided to show you what's going on and wanted to talk about the next video, what's it about, and what figure I'm going to use. And with that, welcome to the first work in progress video in this channel. By the time you're watching this, if it's been some time, it's going to be behind the scenes, but for now, at the time of uploading this video, it's going to be work in progress because the video is not done yet. And in this work in progress video, I'm going to cover and maybe review some of the figures that I use, talk about the figure that I'm going to use, and also some of the tips that I use to solve some of the problems or issues during filming. Now, I don't really share much in this channel and the process before uploading these types of videos. In the last video titled A Day in Life in the Stop Motion Figure, I start with taking the storyboard from the table, and sometimes those storyboards, well, let's just say that they get added more and more during filming, and I really wanted to do them properly, and it doesn't help that the figure itself has some limitation. Let me explain. The next video will be featuring Figma Kasumi from the series Dead or Alive. Now, she has a few limitations on her articulation, but overall, she's a good figure to pose with if you don't want her to move at all. But she's not an easy figure to work with if you're planning to do something like stop motion or very specific poses, especially if you're doing video and some keyframes that is necessary for action sequences. Now, here's a tip though. Sometimes if you want to get more articulation for whatever reason on a specific figure or figurines, you can actually pull their joints out if it's within their design to get more articulation. Doesn't work on most figure by design, but it's something that figure like Figma or something similar to it can take advantage of. Limitations aside, I really needed more time just to get the video done right. If you have done or filmed an action sequence before, especially in animation, you would know that it needs quite a bit of time, especially animation, because you have to animate them and carefully film frame by frame. And not only that, you would probably need more time properly to get it framed right. And the best way to do that is to let it sit in your head and just let it flesh out properly.
Let it cook, bake, and then finally
test it out whether it works or not. If you have watched The Last Brawl, that video took 5 weeks to properly film and also a few days to edit, but I did not mention how long that it took to just plan them properly. Planning took about a few weeks, maybe 2 weeks, which I didn't account for. Now, I thought about making videos that's 20 seconds or less just to buy me time, but those type of video, well, the thing is, those types of videos, they require time to film, to plan and edit. And the thing that's supposed to buy me time actually taking more time.
Hence the paradox.
Well, buying time for myself aside, I really wanted to take advantage of this segment and just interacting with you guys more and answering your question down in the comments below. So let's start with the first one. This user says, make more, and he's referring to The Last Brawl. Yeah, I will make more. It's just, it needs a lot of planning. What is the first action figure, please?
Is he referring to you, Widowmaker? Alright then.
And Natalie asks, what is your favorite figure to do stop motion with? Well, I already answered, but basically my favorite is Bodykun. I used him a lot. His articulation is just phenomenal. And he is quite durable. He has fallen so many times and he hasn't break yet, to my surprise. And I really like him just because he's well made and he's so much fun to just move around with. Elliot asks, hey, I have a question. Do you know how to make things fly on stop motion? I also replied to this saying, gonna need you to elaborate more, and most of the time it's done to post-production, which is true. You can make things fly and just remove them in post-production. That's the basic question. I might flesh it out and just talk through my process one day in the future. but this is not the day yet. NB Motion asks, can you make a tutorial on how to get them to fight so smooth? And he's referring to the first brawl, which is my experiment video, more or less. And I will do it, it's just a question of when. I don't know yet, I can't promise when I will do it, but I will do it eventually. And this is one of the old ones. Lawbud Pro asks, can you give a tutorial on how to do that? What software did you use? Well, I use Final Cut Pro to edit the post-production and Dragon Frame to animate. Maybe I'll flesh it out in a video one day, but that's the simple answer that I can give. And that's the end for this segment, and I seriously want to thank all of you so much for the nice comments. You know who you are out there, and it really makes my day every time I see it. I don't know if I'll be making these types of video every time, but if the video needs more time and it genuinely needs more time to flesh it out, I'll definitely make a work in progress video just like this and answering some of your questions. That's all from me. And if you want to watch my previous video, which I've done, that's called A Day in Life in the Stop Motion Figure, go ahead and watch that. And yeah, that's it. I guess I'll get back to work. See you later.